Hi, Soul Family. It's been a while since I've sat down and, gave you guys some messages, but the energy has been intense for like the past week. And it kind of like it caught me off guard. So I had to really ground myself because it just came out of nowhere. And this is a collective shift that's happening, with just about everyone. So if you relate, you relate. And this message is for you. If you feel like you're kind of just shaky, like your thoughts are kind of everywhere, your emotions are kind of everywhere, you're kind of feeling ungrounded, then this message is for you. Because that's really the energy that I've been picking up on for the past week. It's been intense. And I've been feeling it too, right? But, it's going to differ person to person. But the energy is universal. And so I meditated right now, right before I started this video. And I've been really meditating every day. Because like I said, I've also been feeling it. I've also been kind of feeling, you know what I mean? So my meditations have been a lot longer than usual, But this time right now, what we're experiencing, this is a purge. It's a purge. And the reason that it might be kind of, my light's glitching. The reason why it might feel uncomfortable is because it came out of nowhere. It just came out of nowhere. Right? So when you quantum leaped, there was this feeling of bliss, of euphoria, of like, wow, that you just got resurrected from the dead, basically, right? Okay, I just heard a message that for some of you, I just saw a casket being like put in the ground. So for some of you guys, you could be attending a funeral. But yeah, so it's like you were resurrected from the dead, and now you're having these feelings of uncertainty, doubt, fear, sadness, frustration, anger, pain. There's a lot of emotions coming up where you are revisiting the past emotionally. It's like your thoughts are just like hitting you like a train. And there are things that you have kind of buried and that you have already closed the lid on, and that you have already emotionally and mentally processed many times, but it's all coming up again. And that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm picking up on, that energy of frustration, because it's like, what the fuck? Like, I've already processed all this shit. I've already went through this. There's a lot of chaos going on. There is a lot of chaos going on, guys. So if you're feeling these things, And that's the message that came in when I was meditating right now, right before I filmed this. It was, you are not being punished, you're being guided. You are not being punished, you're being guided. So even though in all these things coming up, it may feel like, why is this happening to me? Like, why am I feeling these things? Like I was feeling so good and I was feeling so grounded, and now it's like, what? But there is 2 portals. Okay? You are at the beginning of your new life, your dream life, everything that you've ever wanted and prayed for. You're right there. But there is still thoughts and emotions and attachments that still linger deep within you. So even though you're a completely new person, your brain is being rewired. It's being prepared for your new life. And you can't take those limited beliefs, the trauma, the attachments with you. And so everything that's coming up right now are things that weren't fully felt, that weren't fully processed and released. And that's why they're coming up right now. So that you're able to do that now. But just like I've said in a previous video, I don't remember which one it was I was picking up on this fear of, you know that your dream life is like, it's here, right? You know that you went through like a death and rebirth into a completely new person. You quantum leaped. But there's this fear of, is this just going to be a repetition like it's been in the past? Am I making the right decisions? Am I making the right choices? Am I tripping? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's like some second guessing going on, some self-doubt. And that's where your faith really comes in. That's when your intuition really comes in, because your intuition has never led you wrong. It's never led you wrong. And your angels, you know, your ancestors, your higher self, God, like, you're always being protected and guided. You're not alone. You've never been alone. So in those feelings, when you're feeling so ungrounded and all these emotions are coming up, just sit with yourself. Allow whatever's coming up to flow. Don't resist it. Don't try to hold on to it. Don't try to, you know, suffocate it and just try to, you know, keep it suppressed. Let it flow. No matter how painful it is, no matter how frustrating, whatever the emotion is that's coming up, allow yourself to feel it, because you're releasing it from your body. You're releasing it from your mind, right? Because you can't heal through something that you're not facing, that you're not feeling. It's always going to be there. And yes, you might be able to kind of ignore it for some time, but it's going to come back up. 6:11, as I'm saying this. And you can't bring that with you into your new life. Like I've been saying, you know, we flow with the seasons, right? The days are getting shorter, right? We're barely getting any sun. So, you know, in that darkness, you're also facing the darkness within yourself. And there's nothing to be ashamed about. There's nothing to feel bad about. You know, it doesn't make you any less. It doesn't mean that you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, because you are. But just like we need the sunlight and the darkness, it's the duality of it, right? We need both, right? You know, at night, that's like when we're supposed to be resting. But for a lot of us, you know, it's also when the creativity comes in. But it's about rest. You know, you move slower. You're not supposed to be moving faster during like the, you know, like the winter months. You're supposed to be moving slower, right? You're moving with the seasons, right? It's interesting. I'm seeing right now there's like this street light, right? It's complete dark right now. I'm in complete darkness. But there's just this shining street light right now. And what Spirit just told me was like that darkness, it can feel like that's your external environment, but that light within you, like inside of you, don't dim it. You have a light inside of you. You have a gift inside of you. You came here with a purpose. You came here with such a beautiful gift. 7-7. You came here with such a beautiful gift that is meant to be seen, heard, felt by the world. And what I'm hearing is, in the past, you might have allowed those seasons of darkness to stop you from creating, to stop you from being in your flow state of continuing to be on your path. I'm hearing that you've allowed that darkness to dim your light. And I'm not picking up on it this time. Like, this time is different. I'm telling you, it's different. Like, you guys had a breakthrough. You're not the same person. You're not navigating your experiences and your emotions and your thoughts in the same way that you used to. You have such a higher perspective now. You have so much awareness now. I'm hearing like, I've went through so much, and I've went through this so, like, I've went through so much for so long. It's like, I'm not going back to that. Like, I be damned, is what I'm hearing. But I'm hearing that in a expression of frustration, of like, kind of maybe some anger, some sadness, of like, fuck that. I'm hearing a lot of grieving going on, right? There's like a lot of grieving going on. Ooh. Thank you, Spirit. A lot of you guys may be experiencing migraines, sharp pains, like on your head. So I just got this sharp pain right here, but I also received the message of letting go. A lot of you guys are being called to release what is not serving you, and you know exactly what it is. To let go. I also felt like this tugging. Okay, it's like your past life and those people that were in it are like pulling you. Like you can feel the energy like pulling you. You can feel like an energetic tug. And what I'm seeing is like you're just kind of like in this armor and you're just like holding on and you're like, no, fuck no. But it's like taking so much a lot of effort on your side to remain, you know, grounded, to remain positioned in the life, in the timeline that you want to exist in, and not the past. But I can feel the tugging. Okay, so there might be, like I said, I know that this has came up in a previous video, like there's people that like are trying to hold on to you. These people know that you are leaving them behind and they're energetically like tugging at you. So I can feel that there's also a frustration on your end because you're trying to make it as smooth as it can be, but those energies are just really tugging at you. But what I'm hearing is like Spirit is saying like, you got this, you know, because you already know what that life looks like. You already know that it's a cycle that you've already learned, a cycle that you've already went through, and you don't have to go through it anymore, nor do you want to. You're fed the fuck up with the past versions of yourself and all those experiences. You're ready for the new. You're ready for a new home. You're ready for new experiences, new people, new energies. I'm hearing a lot of you guys have been praying for this for so many years, and I just got emotional right now. I'm hearing this is a gift from the divine. I'm seeing like a trophy again. Like a trophy being handed to you. So like for some of you guys, you could quite literally be receiving a trophy, like an award, recognition. I'm seeing keys. Some of you guys are getting like a new car, a new home. I'm seeing the beach. Some of you guys can be moving somewhere by the beach, somewhere like more tropical, like warmer climates. And I'm seeing mountains. Some of you guys can be moving towards like high elevations, like, you know, there's mountains, there's trees. I'm seeing a bear. I'm hearing it was never meant to be this way. What is that, Spirit? Okay, thank you. I'm hearing some of you guys are experiencing a breakup, and I'm hearing someone say like it was never meant to be this way. Like it was never meant to be this way. I'm picking up that for some of you, whoever this message is for, you thought that this relationship was going to be long-term, and it's ending or ended, and someone's saying it was never meant to be this way. Like like you didn't want it to end up this way, or they didn't want it, or both of you. But that's what I'm picking up on. But I'm feeling this sense of acceptance. So there's like this grieving and this a disappointment, but also acceptance, and like acknowledging it for what it is, and that it's not in alignment with your new self, your new life, and you're just like, okay. I'm seeing this being said, but like a door being closed on the other person. Like you're closing the door on the other person and saying it was never meant to be this way, but like closing the door and walking away. Whew. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. There's a lot of releasing going on during this time. There's a lot of purging. A lot of emotions are coming up. So remember to, you know, remain grounded. Remember to meditate. Remember to tune in with yourself. Don't be ashamed to cry. It's a purging, right? You have to get it out. But what I'm seeing and what Spirit is showing me is through these times of purging, you have such a beautiful life ahead of you that it's going to have you feeling just like shocked. I'm hearing it's better than your dreams. I'm hearing it's better than you ever imagined. I'm hearing this is it. Keep going. You've made it this far. Keep going. What I'm seeing right now, it's like, what I'm seeing right now is like the end and the beginning, and you're like right here, right? So you're like in between the past and the future. You're like right there. And that's why all these things are coming up, because you're not going backwards. So even if you feel like you're kind of reverting back, you're not. You remained like physically you may be feeling ungrounded, but your soul, energetically, you are not moving. Like you are not, like you're grounded as fuck. Like you are very anchored within yourself and knowing like I am not going back. No matter how strong the pull is, I'm not going back. I'm fucking staying here and going forward is what I'm seeing. which is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And so even if you feel like times are so tough right now, right? Things are very heavy. Give yourself so much credit, because look at how far you've came. Look at everything that you went through, how much you've learned, right? You went through a lot of shit and you're still here. And you're still this beautiful, radiant, powerful person. You didn't let those experiences, the heartbreaks, the trauma, the pain, the anger, the disappointments, the delays, you didn't allow that to kill you. You kept going. And that is so fucking inspiring and motivational and just beautiful. And the fact that no matter what was thrown at you, you continue to just dust yourself off, get back up and keep going. And you every single day have been working on yourself, have been self-reflecting, have been always working within yourself to see what you can do to become better. Like if there was a trophy to be given for like shadow work, it would be given to you. And that is like, it's like great, but it's also like, damn, you went through a lot, right? But you are not the person that like turned your back on everything and just ignored it. You literally faced yourself in ways that most people are too fucking afraid of. You faced yourself when other people ran away from themselves. You walked through the fire. No matter how painful it was, you called yourself out. You had accountability. And then you used that and you applied it to have the self-awareness to move better each and every day. It's like, I'm hearing you're not the kind of person that people have to hold accountable. You hold yourself accountable. I'm hearing like you're the kind of person that's always like analyzing yourself. You're constantly self-reflecting. You're constantly growing. And I'm hearing a lot of people couldn't keep up with you. A lot of people couldn't keep up with you. A lot of people are still stuck on step 1 of healing, in which you've already, like, you're already like, if we had to put numbers on it, you're like at fucking like 100. And I'm hearing that a lot of people that were in your past life are still stuck in like the first 5 stages of healing, because they're refusing, like they just refuse to look within themselves, right? They rather blame others, blame, you know, their experiences, blame everything, and so they stay in a loop because they fail to realize that they create their own reality, that they're creating their own pain, that they're creating their own misery, that they are keeping themselves stuck. And you unstuck yourself many times, because this is not the first time that you have rose from the ashes, that you have died and been reborn, died and been reborn. It's like you're the kind of person that you live for this shit. It's like you're not the kind of person that goes through these things and you're just like, you always see the deeper picture. It's like you know why the things that happen to you. And you always know that there's like, it's for a good reason. You're so intellectual. You're so self-aware. You're so wise. You are so connected to the divine. I'm hearing you're the kind of person who's like, you see things that other people can't see. You hear things that other people can't hear. You feel things that other people can't feel. You're psychic as fuck. And I'm really hearing, and this has been really coming in strong, is that like this is an awakening for a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys have known this about yourself, but you've kind of suppressed that, or maybe you questioned it, or maybe you let other people get in your head. But this shift that you're going through, it's like all of your gifts, everything that you have within you is being amplified. It's and I heard this the other day, thank you Spirit. It's you're being attuned. You're being activated. Like there's no running away from your gifts is what I'm hearing. Where in the past you might have kind of like just put them to the side. I'm hearing like they're at the forefront now, and you're doing exactly what you came here to do. Regardless of what waves of emotions and thoughts are coming through, you are now able to balance your healing and your self, journey and your purpose. And they're like hand in hand, in unionship. Ooh. This just came through. I'm hearing that your journey, your experiences, your emotions, your thoughts, your life, it's meant to be hand in hand with your purpose. And you weren't doing that before, but now you're doing that. You're being guided to do that. Oh my, wow. I'm hearing, in the past, you kept your life and your purpose separate. It's either you were focusing on one or the other, but then that meant one was being neglected. So if you were focusing on your purpose, your life, yourself, your experiences, your relationships were being neglected. And you were keeping them separate. But what you're meant to be doing is keeping them united. It's your life, your experiences, your emotions, your relationship, like just you is meant to go in union with your purpose, hand in hand, together. And I'm hearing that's why it was so hard on you before, because you were trying to navigate one or the other. So it was, you couldn't find the balance, but it wasn't even a balance because it's just meant to flow together. And that's what you are realizing now. And if you haven't realized that yet, then here's your message. Because you know how like in the 3D world, they say like, work-life balance. You have to have a work-life balance. That doesn't apply to you. That doesn't apply to you. Because that's not the life you chose. That's not what you came here for. Your life is meant to be ease. It's meant to just flow. It's not meant to be restricting. It's not meant to be like, it's supposed to just be and is. Your life and your purpose go hand in hand. Your life is what makes your purpose. Everything that you've been through is what your purpose is. And I mean that in the sense of like, okay, let's say like if you're a musician, right? Your life story, everything you've went through, everything you've learned, the knowledge, the pain, the happiness, all your experiences, that's what you're meant to be putting into your music, into your creation. That's your purpose. If you're an artist, right, like a painter, you know, a writer, you know, a poet, like, you know, all those things, your purpose is to put your emotions and your experiences onto that and then share it with the world. If you're a dancer, you're meant to use those emotions and everything that you feel and have felt, the visions that you see, the images, and allow that to move your body. And that is creation in itself. You're meant to just create, right? That's what we came here to do. I'm like hearing that, like, for a lot of you guys, you were ashamed of like all your experiences and everything you went through and the emotions that you feel and felt, that when you would create, there was a separation in that. A perfection in that, and it was not meant to be perfect. And whatever that you were creating or doing, it wasn't meant to be perfect. It was meant to be authentic and then just be you and whatever it is that you're feeling and seeing and hearing. You're supposed to be inspired and then create. You're supposed to be inspired by your life journey and create, you know, whether it's music, art, film, writing, y'all, like, this is a whole new world that we're entering, right? That is just, it's been seeding for a while, right? It's like the seeds were planted and it's been sprouting, but it's really like blossoming now. And in this new world, y'all, like this new vibrational shift that is so powerful that's going on right now, there's going to be so much more, there's going to be so much union happening. Such deep connections, deep, beautiful feelings. And what I mean by deep, beautiful feelings, it doesn't mean that it's just going to be like everyone's smiling and everything's happy. It's like, no, it's like you'll cry. Like, it's just like so much compassion. You know what I mean? Like, ooh. Our hearts are being open to such magnitude that is just in such a beautiful way, which is going to allow people to connect deeper with one another. There's a shift right now that's happening that is, it's pulling people closer together. Oh, it's pulling people closer together. It's like, but there's a purge, right? There's a purge, because in order to really connect deeper to yourself, to your soul, to your heart, you have to let go and shed all the, I'm seeing like all the chains that were around your heart, like all the chains, all the layers of like gunk that were around your heart are like shedding, which is allowing your heart to be able to feel and be able to connect more deeply with your purpose, but also everything around you. Because you went through so fucking much that you really shielded your heart. And all that is like crumbling. So that your heart, you know, can just magnify to such a further distance, to such a higher vibration. So everything that's happening and everything that you're feeling, like you're meant to be feeling, you know, don't look at it with like shame. It's all for a good reason. It's all good for a good purpose. But, you know, I don't have to tell you like not to run away from it, because you know that already. You know that already. You wouldn't be watching this video if you didn't know that already. Like, for whomever you guys are, if you're watching my videos, that's because you've done the work. That's because you never fucking gave up on yourself. That's because you knew that you had a purpose and you had a dream, and you were never gonna stop until you got there. And even at times where you felt like you gave up on it, honey, your soul didn't let you, because you are too important. You are too valuable. You came here to do something that is going to change people's lives, and it has been changing people's lives. Your energy, your essence, your soul has already transformed so many people, so many environments. You just might not know that or realize that. But this is the universe now giving you the environment in which you blossom in. Because, oh, that's coming up again. It's like in the past, you didn't have the environment that was nourishing you. And you so desperately wanted that and needed that. And the universe is giving that to you. That's what I'm saying. Some of you guys are going to be getting a new house, a new car. You're going to be moving somewhere else. That is going to nourish your soul. It's going to nourish your heart. It's going to nourish your purpose. The universe is giving you something that is going to go hand in hand with your purpose. There's a lot of purging that's going on, but, you know, like I said, you have to release the baggage. You have to drop the weight. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to allow all those beautiful things that are coming into your life. You're just making room for it. This purging is allowing you to look back and reflect on everything that you went through. And it's a reminder to yourself of, I'm never going to do that shit again. I am never going to do that again. You are so grounded in your power now, in your self-love, in your discipline, in your awareness, in your connection to spirit, that you're not going to go back to doing the same shit that you used to do, or going to go back into those old limited beliefs of thinking and operating. You're not doing that anymore. No matter how uncertain the path may seem into your new life, even though it's not like rock solid in front of you, you have that inner knowing that it's there. You've already opened that portal. It's there. You already tapped into that reality. You know that. And even though you don't know how to really navigate that reality, because all you've known is the past realities that were not serving you well anymore, they did at that time, regardless of it was painful, it was frustrating, right? They served you at that time, but you're no longer there. So yeah, you mastered navigating pain, trauma, loss, frustration, you know, everything. You're not too sure how to navigate success, abundance, love, peace, happiness. You are not too sure how to navigate that because you haven't experienced that, but now you are, and now you will. Whew. That is just how connected you are with yourself, that even though it's not laid out in front of you, right, like yet, you're trusting your intuition, you're trusting spirit, you're trusting, you're believing. You're so deeply connected, I'm telling you, like, you can see it. That's what I'm hearing, like, you can see it. You see. It's like you've opened like the curtain into like looking into like your dream life and the things that you want, and you've already seen glimpses of that, so you know that it's there, and you've already opened the portal, and the portal of your past is slowly closing. Oh my gosh, they just showed me an image of Coraline. You know the movie Coraline? And you know the tunnel, which was like a portal, right? And you know when like Coraline was going through the portal and she was trying to escape, I feel like it felt like, you know, the tunnel was like it was like pulsating. It was like going in and then going out, like going in and then like going out. And it was kind of like, you know, her other mother, like she was trying to like bring her back in, you know, to that reality. And that's what I'm seeing. That's what I was picking up on, is like this energy, right, of the past tugging at you, trying to bring you back and like drag you back. And you're just like, no. And you're like, fuck, no. And like, no matter how much it's pulling at you, you're just like, no. And like, that's what I'm seeing. It's because that portal of the past is closing. And they know that. Even your past self knows that, right? It's like those limited beliefs, those programmings. You know what I'm saying? All of that, all that energy, it knows that. So there's still like this, no, like, come back, right? Because they, like, that portal is closing, and they know that it's soon. That shit's gonna, and it's gonna solidify the ending of that. But I don't see you looking back. I don't see you turning back, and I don't see you going back into that portal, because you already saw, just like Coraline, you already saw what's really to that. You already saw what it really is, and you know that it's not what you want, that it's not what your soul wants, and it's not what you deserve. You know that you deserve better than that. You know that it was just an illusion. A lot of you guys, you were in some kind of cycle in which it was being presented to you better than it actually was. It was like false advertisement. And you now see, like, you see it for what it is, and you're like, fuck no. Like, I don't want that. Like, that's false advertisement. Like, that's not what I thought it was going to be. Or that's not what you told me it was going to be. And you're like, I'm out of here. And it's like those things, whatever it is, are like still trying to pull you back. But you're like, I see it for what it is. And I'm good on that. Like, I've already like opened up the portal to my dream life, to all the things that I want, and it exists. And it's there, and I'm going to get it. And you're like, I ain't going back to that shit. So be patient with yourself, okay? That portal, that old life, that old reality is closing. And your new one, your new life, your new self is opening. So just continue to do what you're doing, right? Because I'm telling you right now, your dream life is way better than you thought it was ever going to be. And it's going to flow to you with such ease. And your life and everything that you're experiencing and going through is meant to go hand in hand with your purpose. and it always has, but now you have the balance of it. And if you haven't realized that yet, then that's what you're like being guided to do. Everything went hand in hand. It's like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I love you guys. I love you guys so much. And I'm going to be sharing some music with you guys because there's been a lot of music that has been coming through. I'm not sure if I'll post it on Threads or if I'll post it on YouTube. Instagram, I don't really use Instagram. I don't really use TikTok either. Like, I'll repost things, but yeah, I don't really use Instagram or like TikTok. What did I say right now? Did I say TikTok? I don't know, but I don't really use Instagram or like TikTok. So I think I'll just post like the music with the messages that have been coming through, and you know, just any post that I make, like just any messages that come in between that I just don't get in these videos, I'll post it on like YouTube and like Threads, so you guys can follow me on Threads if you want, for some more messages and all of that. But yeah. I love you guys, and you know, be gentle with yourself, meditate, ground yourself. You know, everything is happening for you, and just maintain your faith, and you know, be proud of yourself. You came so far, you know what I mean? And you're right there. You're right there. What I've been really being, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, what's really been being, whatever, what's been shown to me, oh my goodness, is these images of, you know, all you starseeds, like all you earth angels, like it's your time now. It's your time now. Like, I'm telling you, like, this is the time. This is the time. Great things are coming, y'all. Great things are coming. I'm telling you right now, great things are coming. This is the beginning of a fucking amazing ride. I'm telling you right now. So yeah, I love you guys.